They say history is written in blood, but once just one sit was written in the sound of a single breath behind a locked door. At 3 in the morning, a young duchess, watched by hidden witnesses, forced to prove her marriage 3 times to save an entire Italian kingdom. Tonight, you will hear what they heard. At 3 in the morning, February 2nd, 1502, a single cry broke the silence of Este Castle. Not terror, not pain, something older, deeper, almost ritualistic. The torches in the stone corridors flickered as guards froze in place, their eyes fixed on the floor because they knew, everyone knew, this was not love, this was power. Outside, Ferrara slept beneath a blood-red winter moon. Inside, a ceremony was unfolding, a ceremony that would decide the fate of Italy. Behind a heavy door barred with iron, scribes stood hidden behind curtains, listening, recording, marking every sigh, every silence as political evidence. For, in Renaissance Italy, the marriage bed was not private. It was a courtroom, a battlefield, a place where dynasties lived or died. And at the center of that battlefield lay Lucrezia Borgia, 22 years old, twice widowed, daughter of Pope Alexander VI, a woman shaped not by love, but by survival. Tonight, her body was diplomacy. Tonight, her breath was empire. Lucrezia entered Ferrara carrying ghosts. Her first husband had been declared impotent. Her second strangled inside the Vatican walls. She had lived through betrayal, scandal, whispers, and survived them all. She was no pawn, not anymore. Her new husband, Alfonso d'Este, was a different kind of man. Not a poet, not a courtly romantic. He forged cannons with his own hands, shaped bronze into weapons, and carved his future through war. He knew battle. She knew politics. 2 sharp minds, 2 hard histories, 2 forces engineered to collide. Courtiers whispered the marriage would fail. They were wrong. Because when Lucrezia first saw Alfonso, and when he looked at her, there was a spark that neither family had planned. A spark born not from romance, but recognition to survivors, seeing their own reflection in another soul. And yet, on this night, none of that mattered. Tonight was not about tenderness. Tonight was about proving a union that would reshape Italy. The chamber was prepared like an altar, crimson curtains, silver candelabras, tapestries of war watching from the walls. This was not a bed. This was a stage. Alfonso entered the room, and the world seemed to stop, hidden behind velvet drapes. Scribes, guards, and spies stood in silence. Even the air felt scripted. The first act began quietly, duty pressing against destiny. 2 bodies performing a ritual older than kingdoms. Outside the walls, courtiers claimed they could feel the rhythm of the ceremony. It wasn't human, they whispered. It was political thunder. The second act was colder, more deliberate. Isabella d'Este, Chancellor, placed secretly to witness the events, stood trembling behind the curtain. His notes would later become the most infamous pages in Ferrara's archives. Every breath, every rustle, reduced to legal proof. The third consummation came before dawn. By then, reality and ritual had become indistinguishable. They were no longer acting for Rome or Ferrara or the witnesses hidden around them. They were two souls defying history's gaze, two bodies forging a pact that would outlive them. And when it was done, the witnesses slipped away without a word. Their parchments filled, their expressions unreadable. 3 acts, 3 confirmations, 1 unbreakable alliance. By morning, Lucrezia was Duchess of Ferrara in both law and legend. But not everyone celebrated. There was one woman watching in silence, Isabella d'Alfonso's sister, Ferrara's glittering jewel, the woman who ruled the courts long before Lucrezia arrived. She had been the center of Ferrara's world, until now, because with Lucrezia's arrival, the court divided like constellations orbiting 2 suns. Isabella fought with charm. Lucrezia fought with silence. Every feast was a battlefield. Every glance, a dagger. Every gown, every gesture, a message. No swords were drawn, but reputations bled, and quietly, steadily, the palace began to turn toward Lucrezia. Months later, tragedy struck. Lucrezia's first pregnancy in Ferrara ended in a stillbirth. The bells of the city mourned. Her body failed. Her hope faded. And fever pulled her toward death. But she survived. Again, every time the world tried to bury her, she rose sharper. In the quiet aftermath of her grief, she did something bold and thinkable. She built a secret alliance with Isabella's own husband, Francesco Gonzaga, the Marquis of Mantua. Their letters, discovered centuries later, revealed a bond woven from tenderness and strategy. To Isabella, this was betrayal of the highest order. To Lucrezia, this was survival by the year's end. The court no longer whispered Isabella's name. It whispered Lucrezia's. The woman once condemned as a scandal had become a sovereign. Years passed, and the echoes of that night in Ferrara did not fade. They grew. European courts copied the ritual demanding witnesses for royal consummations. Lucrezia's marriage became political scripture. Her children strengthened the Este dynasty. Her diplomacy held Italy together in ways armies never could. Her presence in Ferrara's marble halls could silence a room. Beauty fades, power endures, and Lucrezia had mastered both. Centuries later, in hidden archives, the parchments still exist, signed, sealed, smudged by candle smoke. 3 acts, 3 witnesses, 1 empire born in shadows. They say passion changes nothing, that power lies in thrones and crowns. But Lucrezia Borgia proved otherwise. She showed the world that sometimes the most dangerous battlefield is a locked room before dawn, where kingdoms are shaped by the sound of a single breath. Do you ever feel like you're just on the outside looking in, watching the world from a distance, seeing the surface but missing the depth? There's a whole other side to things, a place where the real stories unfold, away from the bright lights, a world that moves in the quiet moments, in the velvet night. If you're tired of the ordinary, if you're looking for something more, something that speaks to the part of you that understands the beauty in shadows, then you've found your place. This isn't just a channel, it's a community for those who aren't afraid of the dark. We don't just observe it, we become part of it. We are the ones who thrive when the sun goes down. Don't just watch the dark. Join the shadows. Click subscribe and unlock the velvet night. I'll see you on the other side.